Now, when it comes a little bit more about contouring, because now that I have my highlights pretty much where I want them, then contouring it becomes very important. Now, the thing to be careful about with contouring is using a dark makeup that's so far away from your skin tone that, again, it doesn't look natural. You're going to find yourself doing a lot of correcting and a lot of piling powder and things over top of it, trying to make it look right. And here's the thing, that if the powder is too dark or the contour is too dark, it will create a really deep shadow, and you'll see it, like I said, at distances. All of a sudden, you're like a black and white coloring book where you have, the contour is so dark. So what I did was I custom blended a contour makeup for myself, and you see, and I'm doing it a little bit dark so that you can see it on camera. But if you notice, it's not like a black brown. It's not something, because when you're a light bright and then you put black brown, do I need to say any more about black and white coloring book? But it could be, too harsh. So you want to place your contour, and notice that I'm starting here in the hollow of my cheek, and I'm pushing that color forward so that it's lighter as it comes up here, but it's darker back here. That follows the hollow, and that is what gives you the appearance of cheekbones and a thinner cheek and jawline. So you see here, so that's where the line is, but you push the brush forward so that the color gets lighter away from. Now you say, how do I know where to put it? Follow your teeth. Your contours follow your bone structure. So if you touch right here and you feel your teeth, the top of your teeth, that is your contour line. You don't want to run contour makeup deep down here. When you run color that's too dark here, it ages you. So be very, very careful about that. So you want your contour to run right along your teeth line, right in there. Feel for your teeth and stay above that area, and pull the makeup, your brush, forward this way so that the lightest parts always are, the center of your face is always the lightest, brightest. Now later on when you put on blush, now you can hit the apples of your cheeks and it'll look fine. If you're dealing with the little double trouble, extra chin here, then this is where your contour goes here. You see, dark pushes back, which means that this little extra area of fat right here starts to recede. And so you get something that looks a little less prominent and gives you a stronger jawline. Now, in real estate, we know that it's location, location, location. In makeup, it's blending, blending, blending. So once you start putting your colors on, and when you get ready to finish, you want to make sure everything is all blended together. But as you can see, just lightly running again along the jawbone and blending it inward here and here starts to give shape and structure to your face. Okay, you want to do a little bit here, a little bit here. That helps to elevate the brow bone area. So all of a sudden your eyes look a little brighter and there's a little lift, but it's not a lot. Don't overdo. Don't overdo, because you are a real person walking down a real street, talking to real people. You are not on television. You are not in Hollywood. And what you want is to look your personal best. That is the goal. So highlighting and contouring for day wear, and that's what this is for, is very, very important, but it has to be done in a way that you don't look like you've drawn your face on, because that's not cute. So, and once again, once you have the right color to be able to go in on the sides, and remember I was saying in the earlier video about doing a contour on the sides of your nose. So once you have the right color, you want to come in here and take that color, and again, you're following the bone of your nose right down the side there. Okay, it doesn't have to be a big line. But again, you notice it's not a dark brown line that I'm using, because that's too strong for my skin tone. The browner your skin, the darker things can be. But you see, it's able to give me just a little bit of a higher bridge. But I don't want this line to stay a line like that. I want that line buffed out. And sometimes when your color is right, you can actually take your finger and just rub it in. It's creating lights and shadows just where you want them. But you want to act like it's a pencil eraser. So it's put on the line and then slightly erase, but buff the line out. You see, so that you have the contour. Notice the light automatically pops up. So there's other people who will take their highlighter and they run it down. And you can do that too. And you see it makes it a little bit stronger. But now that I have my highlight brush, I'm also going to lightly, just ever so lightly, see I'm holding the brush sideways? Just lightly erase that line so that I get a contour. You see that? Because you know I have kind of a little broad nose there. So you see, but it slims it down. It's okay. I'm an African American. I have a broad nose. It's all right. But it's just actually giving your nose more shape. See, all this contouring and everything was done in photography to start with, because when a flash hits your face, everything flattens out. And that's the reason why in pictures and on television and videos, you look 10 to 15 pounds heavier, because your features flatten out. So the purpose of contouring was to give back to your skin and your face what's taken away by bright lights. So for day wear, when you're highlighting and contouring, you don't need as much, because in person, you are already a three-dimensional object. So mild contouring makes the face a little more attractive, but if you overdo it, that's when you start having that clownish, you know, mannequin made up kind of a look. So now that I have everything on, I go back to my original color, my original powder, and I'm just going to lightly, again, buff over it so that it becomes a part of the background. I want to bring myself forward again, but it's coming back as just a slightly more shaped, better self. You see that? So even under here, where I gave myself a little bit stronger jawline, but I still don't want it to look like I have someone else's head on someone else's body. So lightly contoured, yes. Drawn on, no. So contouring for daytime can be something that's very pretty, very attractive, but the keys are make sure that they are colors that are just a few shades lighter than your real skin tone and a few shades darker than your real skin tone, and you'll be able to contour in such a way where you look nice, you look flawless, and very well shaped and sculpted on your face without looking drawn on. I hope this has been helpful, and if it has, just start following me, like me on Facebook, and certainly feel free to contact me if you have questions or you would like your contour makeup and your highlighting makeup custom blended, of course, your foundation as well, custom blended exactly for you. Thanks. Bye.